What's up YouTube family, welcome back to a new video. We're in the gym. I've already trained. I've already done my part today. But I was thinking that meanwhile we're here, we're gonna do a top 5 back exercises video today, where I'm showing you my top 5 back exercises for muscle growth, which exercises has worked best for myself, and a little bit of tips and tricks how to think when you're training. So that's my plan today. That's our plan today.
Yes.
It's a fun idea, isn't it? Comment down below. So I'm thinking that we're gonna start with a barbell row with a little twist on a barbell row. With me? Let's go. So there's three golden rules when you are training your back. First one is lower shoulders. We don't want to have anything going on like this, you know? So lower your shoulders and open up. You don't want to have the traps lifting everything. You want to relax them. Second one is to push your chest up, and that is when you're like doing rows. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be pushing up the chest. Same when you're doing lateral raises, crap. Same when you're doing lat pulldowns. Also push your chest up. I'm going to show you that exercise in just a little bit, but push your chest up is the second one. Third? How many? Third one is, if you don't feel that you have control over the exercise, lower the weights and work with the range of motion. It's so important that you have the technique right before you start loading up weights, okay? I'm going to show you the first exercise, which is the barbell row, which is a favorite of mine, and a really good exercise to push yourself and to higher the reps and do like 6-8 reps to work with your strength. I'm going to show you a little twist today that I've actually started to really like. So, picking up the bar. First of all, as I told you, lower your shoulders, push up your chest, straight back, straight spine, going down. And I don't want this either. You don't want to look yourself in the mirror. You want to have like a straight posture, and your spine should be all straight. And that is also because you can really hurt yourself. So going down and following with your eyes down, going for a row and up and down, up. And you can see the difference between this one and doing this one. It's really like, it's a difference, big difference. And you're also gonna feel a big difference in your back when doing that. So I call this like a row to a deadlift, because you're lifting with your back. I don't want you to you don't have to put down the weights, but for you to do a row and then straight up and work with your lower back. This is just an example and a variation, nothing that you have to do, but barbell rows in overall is a really good exercise. Second exercise is for your wings to fly away. Lat pull downs. Fave, all-time fave, will always be my fave, and the exercise that will follow me for life, and a really good exercise for your lats. So this exercise I've told you this so many times before, but it's worth to say it again. This exercise can be performed in a really wrong way. Again, lower shoulders, push your chest up. I'm going to show you the difference. I need a little bit more.
A little bit more, yeah?
A little bit more. So, when this is performed wrong, it can look like this. Say my shoulders are up against, like, they're really up there, working it, and down, and you can see how wrong this looks. Also my chest is tucked in instead of pushing up. And when doing, okay, I'm going to do it one more time wrong. And this really hurts. So again, lower shoulders, place yourself in a good position, push up your chest. It can be like a good idea to look a little bit up instead of looking forward, because then you need to push up your chest. So eyes up, and pull down. Lat pull down, ladies and gentlemen. Third exercise is the dumbbell rows. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this, and also dumbbell rows has a lot of alternatives. You can do it against a bench, you can do it like standing up and leaning against something and row. You can do it just standing up like this. I personally like to do it with some kind of support, so I can isolate my back more when I'm doing the row. So I'm going to show you the first one, and again, what are we doing first before we do anything else?
Golden rules.
Golden rules. We lower the shoulder and open the chest. Otherwise, it's probably going to look like this.
Yep.
And that's not good. So open up your chest like that and lower shoulders. Also a good tip is to keep your elbow. You don't want to like doing it like this. So keep your elbows kind of close. You don't have to like overdo it, but keep it kind of close. Yes?
Yeah.
Alternative, if you don't want to do one arm, you can also use the bench and use it as chest support, doing the exercise like this, picking up the weights. And again, we don't want that. You want to still pushing up your chest and lower the shoulders, picking up the weights and do the row. Super duper good exercise to isolate your back, because when you're lying like this, you can't use anything but your back when you're doing the row. So a really good exercise for your back. So fourth exercise. You know by now how much I like my chin-ups and pull-ups. Best exercise there is to build your back. I don't know why I put this on the fourth one. All of them are good, but this one is a little extra good, because when you can work with your own body weight, that's some strength. Hard word. That's a good strength. I always thought it was so cool to have like your own body strength and to be strong with your own body strength. That's the coolest thing I know. And that's why I've worked on my chin-ups and pull-ups for I don't know how long, and they are still with me, and I really honestly like this exercise so much. If you are new, nobody expects you to be good at something that you have never done before, so you need to have patience. And if you can't do normal pull-ups or chin-ups, it can be a really good idea to just jump up and hold. I'm going to show you in a little bit, and I also have a really good alternative to start with before you hit the real chin-ups and pull-ups. I'm going to show you in just a little bit. First of all, so when you're doing chin-ups, pull-ups, you can have different grips. Neutral grip, like this. You have reversed grip, like this. And then you have like the normal
wide grip,
and this is the chin-ups and this is the pull-ups. I would say that the easiest one to start with is either the neutral grip or the reverse grip, because this wide grip can be, I personally think that's the heaviest one. But if you want to really work and try to get better at this, I would probably start with the heaviest one. But you can also mix them up. I like to mix them up. I do both of them and all three of them, and I really like all of them. But I definitely feel that the wide one is the hardest part. So when doing this one as well, you don't want to be doing this. And I know it's really hard to, if you are new at this, it can be really hard. I know that, but try as much as you can. You also have our own new resistant bands. that you can buy in the shop to help you. I use mine. And yeah, okay, so we're gonna start. If you feel that this is too heavy, you can always jump up and try to hold as much as you can on the head to switch position. Robin. Lorik is now standing on a machine to get this right. So we're gonna start with just jumping up and do this as good as you can. Jump up, hold, and try to hold as good of the position as you can. And then jump up again and hold. This is a really good way of working up your strength before hitting the normal ones. And you probably need to have a little bit. I'm really short, so this is gonna be really hard for me to jump, but I'm gonna, you see, this is really heavy as well. So that's a really good way to start. Other than that, you can always just try. No one expects you to be good at this if you never tried it, but it is one of the best exercises there is to train your back. So, alternative to doing both chin-ups and pull-ups is to use some kind of bar. I'm using the Smith machine right now. And then here's your call. So to make the exercise harder or easier, it depends on where you have your feet. If I have my feet like this, they can really help me going up and down. But if I have them like this, it's gonna be heavier. And if I have them elevated on something, it's gonna be even heavier. So that's your call, and something that you can start with doing just like this, and then putting like this, and then up on something. That's totally up to you and where you want to begin. But this is a super duper good exercise to start your chin-ups and pull-ups. And hold as much as you can on the way down and force your muscles to work down. And same with doing this grip, up, down. Good? Yeah. Right? Really good one. Next exercise, last exercise. I'm not gonna leave the cable hanging because this one is also a really good exercise. Cable rows, using a narrow grip. When you're doing this one, again, golden rule. We don't want to do this. This is not nice. And this will hurt you more than it's going to give you anything. Again, pulling back, lower your shoulders, up with your chest, and go for the row. Alternative to this one is T-bar rows. Also really good exercise. I'm gonna give you some tips. We're just gonna move away from the sound a little bit. So, some tips before we say bye. And really important ones. When you're training your back, it can be really easy to, mostly when you're tired or when the exercise is too heavy, it can be really easy to start like pulling with your biceps and like your arms instead of using your back. Then it's really good to use straps to relax your arms or your hands and hand wrists and only focus on pulling the weights with your back. That is the main focus here. Secondly, it can be really good to, if you feel, as I said in the beginning, if you feel that you don't have control over the exercise, lower the weights. It's better that you get the technique right than thinking about how much weight you're gonna use. That's also something that's really important. And thirdly, training with common sense is also something that's really important. Whatever exercise you do, you need to have the mindset and like the muscle mindsets. Sorry?
Yeah, the mind-muscle connection.
The mind-muscle connection, right. When you're doing, for example, a row, where do you feel the row? Do you feel it in your arms or do you feel it in your back? Same when you're doing squats. Do you feel it in your lower back or do you feel it in your legs? It's really important to listen to your body and to listen to what the muscles tells you, because if you listen, promise you that you will hear what the body is telling you. And then fourthly, did you say fourthly?
I don't know, but it suits you. Fourthly?
Fourthly? I got a question a couple of weeks ago from a girl asking me how do I know when I do the exercises right? And the only thing I could think of was that I've been recording myself for years and years and years and years, so many times in the gym, and that has actually taught me so much about the different exercises. Like for today, I haven't been doing the sumo deadlifts in a really long time. I recorded myself to see, okay, I need to lift a little bit more with like my glutes instead of being a little bit too forward and leaning forward. It is really, really good to record yourself, even if you're not going to upload it for yourself. It is a really good way of learning the technique. And if you have someone in your bekantskap, in your close
group of
nearby
in life,
if you have somebody that is near to you, next to you, you know what I mean. It can be really good to just ask that person. If you know a person that is really good at training, ask that person. And if you feel comfortable, show that video and see, what do you think of this one? Do you think I'm doing it good? Or do you think I need to change anything? Just a tip that has really worked for me. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you liked the video. Please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. See you in my next video. Love you guys.